Alright, hi, welcome to part 2. Oh boy, okay, so I got the stuff. Yeah. Normally I have it in the, in my little knapsack that I have on my back right now, but, I was not expecting, a to-go bag like this. I was not expecting this at all. I was expecting, the regular, brown bags. But, yeah. So, like how I said in the first part, for both 2018 and 2020, I made prediction videos on mainly who controls both houses of Congress. And in 2018, who's going to be the next governor of Ohio, because John Kasich was leaving office since he's ineligible to run again. I mean, technically he is, but he can only run for one more term. And to be a 3-term governor is pretty rare. Well, obviously it's not really rare for Ohio, but well, actually it is rare for Ohio, but anyways, and I got that wrong. The only thing I got right that year was who controls the Senate. It was a slight Republican majority, which is what my prediction was. And then again in 2020, who controls Congress and who will be the next president. All 3 were wrong. So I'm kind of curious on what this year is going to be, because this year is a midterm, which means it's going to be the same deal. What party controls both houses of Congress? And what party, who will be the next governor of Ohio? Because Mike DeWine is up for re-election. Although, because let me tell you something about the governor race of 2018. When I went to go vote on that November in 2018, I did not vote for Mike DeWine. I did not. I voted for the Democrat. I think it was who was it? It was Richard Cordray. That's who I voted for, because I'm like, you know what? Because the last time we had a Democratic governor was Ted Strickland, which that still stands, even though he was horrible for Ohio. I just wanted to do something, I just hoped for something a little different. Plus, I didn't want DeWine as governor anyways. So we'll see what happens in November of this year. I can make a primary initial prediction, maybe. If anything, for both houses of Congress, I can probably make an initial pre-November like guess, I'm probably going to say that it's going to be a Republican House and probably a Democratic Senate. Because here's the thing, because right now the Republicans control, well, the Democrats control the House. Yes, that is true. But in terms of actual members in the Senate, no. Because just the Democratic Party itself in the Senate currently has 48 seats. But there's also 2 independents. And they kind of merge with the Democrats, which effectively makes the Senate right now a 50-50 split between Democrats and Republicans. And according to the Constitution, that when the Senate is voted on the bill, and when the senators are equally divided in favor or against a certain bill or whatever, the vice president is to cast a tie-breaking vote. And of course, the vice president will always side with their party. I think the first and only time that happened during Trump's presidency was when they were trying to repeal Obamacare. Because, those were the days, when everything was cheap, when gas at its cheapest that I can remember was like $1.25 a gallon. And when I had my shitty ass Cavalier, hell, $20. If I had like half a tank of gas and I went up to the pump and put 20 in my tank, that like completely filled up my tank. I was like, damn. Plus, everything was so cheap back then. There were like millions of jobs coming to America. But now, with COVID, COVID's over. But for some people, it ain't. Because they're like, COVID's still a thing, we gotta wear a mask. It's CDC and Dr. Fauci. I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to guess that for at least who controls Congress, I think we're going to end up with a split Congress again. This time with the Republicans controlling the House with a slight majority, and in the Senate, the Democrats becoming the majority, but with a slight majority, maybe gaining 3 or 4 seats. Now, how many seats more will the Republicans control in the House? Personally, I think, I don't know, because there are 435 seats in the House. And apparently they fixated the numbers of how many representatives there will be, and they decided to keep it at 435. Why? I don't know. But that's just the way how it's been. I don't think there was ever a time to where it was more than 435. I could be wrong, but I don't think that there is. But the number that you really need to control the House, no matter which side of the aisle you're on, you need at least 218 seats, bare minimum. So I think it's probably going to be the same amount that we currently have for each side. Although I think it's going to flip. Like the 223 or whatever it is going to be the Republicans. Well, the other is going to be the Democrats, no matter how many that is. I think it's like 210 or something. Although I'm surprised that it's only happened like twice at the top of my knowledge. Although my Congress series will probably be a better source, so check out my Congress series if you haven't like seen it. But there was one time where the House was a super majority. Hell, I think it was either the House or it was the Senate. I think it was around World War II, honestly, when it like happened. Because that was I think the last time, that was so far the first and most recent time in which one house of Congress was a supermajority of one party. And it was obviously Democrats. Which I kind of find weird that during both world wars, we had a Democratic president. World War I, we had Wilson, who kind of ruined American foreign policy, honestly. He was president during World War I. He served his 2 terms as president number 28. And in World War II, okay, well, he wasn't the only president during World War II, but he was pretty much president for about 95% of World War II, because he died like April 12th, I think, was when he died. April 12th of 1945 or something like that. That's when he like died. But yeah, he was a Democrat. And then pretty much from the day that FDR died all the way to the end of the war, who was president? Well, it was his then vice president, Harry Truman. Okay, yeah, this bag is really like tiring my arm, which is kind of helpful but kind of annoying, because my arm is like tired and my shoulder's getting tired, but I myself am tired because it's like 2:30 at night, and I was not expecting this kind of bag in terms of like leftovers, but there's like a shit ton of food. I think it's probably all like potatoes or something. God, they're really gonna make me like stuff my face, because I got shit to do in the morning, I think. I don't know if I have to go into work tomorrow or not, because everyone's got all these like appointments going on, and then there's just me like, are we going to work? Because the thing says that we're supposed to go in today. Well, yeah, technically. I think it said 10 to 3. Which if so, then, you know, whatever. Speaking of politics, there's a Trump rally happening in Delaware this weekend. I've never been to a Trump rally, but yeah, my mom told me about it last weekend. I'm like, what the hell, really? And she's like, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna end this video off right here because my arm is hurt and I need to switch. I need to switch arms. So thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time.